Hello, everybody. Are you connected?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I am sharing that critical incident. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Shall we go through it? Anybody who can read it for the whole class? Any volunteer? Hard work. The name of that critical incident is hard work. Critical incident is
Wasim.
huh? Yes. So critical incident is a very important incident that had occurred. So this is a mini case, not a big case. It is a description of a problematic situation faced at a particular time. So anybody who can go through it quickly to the whole class? Any volunteer? Yes? Anybody? Who can share the happiness of reading it to the whole class? Yes? Just to read. Anybody? I thought that, my God, I thought that everybody will fight to read it to be the first. Anybody? Somebody? Nobody? Okay, I will do it. Hard work. Listen, Mr. X heard the alarm ringing but did not move. The thought of facing another day at work was too much. Maybe I will call and say that I am sick. He thought, but then he thought otherwise. I stayed away 2 days last week, and if I am going to be absent anymore, I may run the risk of losing my job. Just then his wife walked in and said, "Come on, X. It is a nice day. Get up and have breakfast with children before you leave for work. So I hate to see you missing breakfast every day." X got annoyed. What difference does breakfast make? I just hate to go to work. The work is so boring now. You just go in, sit down, and then leave at the end of the day. The repetitive work is the thing I cannot stand most. Oh, come on, honey. Things can't be that bad. Look at the positive side. The pay is good, and you are quite senior now after 12 years of service in a large company, said ex-wife. The work is still hard, but it is the boredom and repetition that annoys me, responded X. I feel like I am wasting my time at this stage of my life. I think I will look for another job. Well, his wife said, I'll not I'll not tell you what to do. That's your reason. But don't forget that the children are getting older now, and we will have to pay extra school fees next month when the next term commences. Why don't you think about another job again next year? X thought. She's probably right. We do need money, and it is bad time to be short. I guess I will have to think about another job little later. Right. You are required to identify the problems and suggest suitable solutions to those problems. Okay. You are required to identify the problems. It seems that there are several and suggest suitable solutions to those problems. Okay. Right. Then tell me what is the problem or what are the problems faced by this particular organization? Understand when you are getting a case study or critical incident of this nature, You are supposed to analyze it from the perspective of the organization. There are two perspectives you can use to analyze. One is the perspective of the organization, or the other one is individual perspective from the particular person. But however, we are talking about human resource management within an organization context. Human resource management within an organization context, so that we have to analyze the case or many case or critical incident from the perspective of the organization, not the perspective of that particular individual. In this case, X. No, you can analyze the problem, come up with solution from the perspective individual employee to X. No, that is not expected here. Right? So you have to analyze it from the perspective of organization. So what are the problems? So what is the problem? What are the problems faced by the organization? It seems that there are several. Yes, tell me. Tell me one problem faced by the organization at present.
Too much of work.
Too much of work. Too much of work, yes. So too much of work has leads to some problems. So that is one of the cause. So what is that is one of the reason. Due to too much of work, these problems have occurred. Okay, so you can consider too much of work as a reason or cause that has created some of the problems.
Employees are dissatisfied.
Say it again.
Employees are dissatisfied.
Yes, employee dissatisfaction. Employee dissatisfaction, that is a serious problem, right? How do you know? So you know mistakes. So what he is going to do today? Is he going to work today?
He's planning to leave the job.
Yes, he's planning to leave the job. Yes, that is serious problem. He's planning to leave the job. That is another problem. Right? So that means high intention to leave. High intention to leave. That means retaining problem. The organization is facing a problem of employee retention. If employees are leaving the organization, won't it affect the organization? If employees are leaving, will the organization be able to achieve its goals? Understand? No. And yes, understand, high intentional leave or retention problem is one of the problem. And as one of the students mentioned that job dissatisfaction, employees not satisfied with the job. Employees not satisfied. So there are several reasons. So high job dissatisfaction, employee retention problem. What else? What else?
Repetitive work.
Oh, repetition. Repetition, yes. Repetition is one of the cause, one of the reason for these problems. Okay. So he's repeating so on the job. That is one of the problem. That is one of the reason for the problem. Repetition. At the time he says that, so he cannot stand most. The boredom in the repetition that annoy me. Yes, what else? What else? What are the problems faced by organization? There are so visible problems. There are some problems you can infer. You can guess.
Low salary.
Low salary. But here you understand his wife says that at the time wife says that the pay is good. Oh, come on, honey, things can't be that bad. Look at the positive side. The pay is good. So wife is happy. So normally if the wife is happy, definitely pay should be good. Don't you think? Right? So pay is good. And you are quite senior now after 12 years of service in a large company. Wife is happy about salaries. So that we can infer that salary is good. It is not the problem of salary. What is?
Employees
Job.
absence, continuous absence,
Employee?
absence,
Absenteeism. Yes, very good. High absenteeism. What is he going today? He is going to be absent. He is going to say that he is sick. Is he really sick? Is he really sick?
No.
No, he's not really sick, but he's going to say that he's sick, unable to report to the work. So he has been absent for 2 days last week, right? So that this particular employee has been so absent, right? 3 days within 2 weeks, right? So there will be some others. So that high absenteeism is a real problem. High absenteeism, job dissatisfaction, then high intention to leave. So due to all these things, so another problem might occur. What is that? Yes. All these things may lead to another problem faced by the organization.
Inefficiency.
Huh?
Inefficiency.
Inefficiency. Inefficiency also we can infer that. Inefficiency is just so one of the reason, right, to all these problems. The way you, right, I will come to that particular point later. More than that, so there is another big problem faced by the organization. Due to all these things, what has happened to the productivity? There are no any clues with regard to productivity. What can we infer? Will the productivity be high?
Oh, it will
Getting
go down.
lower.
Yes, all these things might have so reduce the level of productivity, especially job satisfaction, right? I intentionally, if people are having intention to leave, do you think that they will give their maximum contribution? If people have, employees have intention to leave the organization, do you think that they will give their maximum contribution?
No.
No,
No,
they will
they may not, because they are keeping just only one leg inside. They are keeping another job, another leg outside. So they may not. So that we can infer that productivity is low. So that those are the real problems. Employee job dissatisfaction, high absenteeism, high intention to leave, then lower productivity, etc. Right. Then you have to come up with solutions, suggest suitable solutions. So before you come to find solutions, so you have to identify the reason for this problem. What are the reasons? What are the root causes of these problems? What are the root causes? Why these problems have occurred? What is the central reason, main reason?
Job designing problem.
Yes, exactly correct. So that is the biggest mistake the owner has done. The reason, improper job designing. Job has not been designed properly. Improper job design. You say that the job is boring, right? So repetition, he cannot stand more. He is not as heavy, he is not satisfied. All these things have occurred due to improper job designing. So that is one of the reasons. Improper job designing, right? So any other, not only improper job designing. So there are some more reasons. The main reason is improper job designing. What are the other? Yes, you can, you are sagacious enough to understand. What are the other?
Job evaluation issues.
Yeah, job evaluation issue. Understand he is, how many years he has he worked? How many years he has been working there?
12 years.
12 years. 12 years is not a simple period of time, right? I think so. According to the information given, he is stagnating on the same place. So organization has not performed performance evaluation, right? If performance evaluation has been done, so this problem could not have been occurred at that level, at this level. So it is a problem of job evaluation. It is performance evaluation, not job evaluation, performance evaluation. These are two different things. What else? What else? Some other reason. He said that job is still difficult, it's still hard. Do you think that so organization has given sufficient training and development? Has the organization given sufficient training and development?
No.
No sufficient training and development. We can't infer. So if it was, so he could not say that job is still difficult. But to whom is he telling his grievance? These are grievance. To whom is he telling this grievance? To whom is he telling his grievance? To whom? To his?
To his wife.
His wife. His wife. Why? So it is good. It is okay to tell this problem to wife. But the organization, if the organization had counselor, it's a quite big organization. If the organization had a counselor, this problem could have been said to the counselor, so that counselor could find a solution. So lack of counseling, lack of so employee counseling system within the organization. This is a quite large organization, so that the organization could be afford employing a counselor. Right, organization has not done. Right, let it alone. Right, so those are the so reason for these problems, mainly improper job designing. You have to identify it as a main reason, right? Improper job designing, then lack of performance evaluation, lack of training, so no proper grievance settlement procedure. Right, now you have to find solutions. So what is the first solution you have to suggest? What is the first solution you have to suggest? Yes?
Redesign the job.
Redesign jobs. Yes, job redesigning. How are you going to redesign the job? How are you going to redesign? Yes, first of all, you
Simplify
have
the
to
job.
identify where this particular employees so staying. Yes, you have to identify the point where he is working. So can you use that particular diagram we use? What is that particular diagram? Yes. What is the particular diagram that we can use? So do you remember productivity specialization curve? Productivity specialization curve? Yes. So this is productivity. Then specialization. So your horizontal axis. So I'm very bad at writing. Okay, so I'll use this diagram. Right, in this curve, so can you tell me where this particular employee is operating. To the right side of N or to the left side of N?
Right side.
Yes, to the right side. So let's say this particular point A, right. So what does it mean? What does it mean? So let's say that he is at this particular point. Let's say that he is X, right? Right. So he is always specialized or under specialized?
Over specialized.
Always specialized. He is always specialized. So that if he is always specialized, what is the solution? What is the solution? Yes, you have to move this particular employee from this, let's say that X S2 to S1, right? This is S2, this is the place where he is. Right, now you have to send him to S1. So what is the strategy you are going to use?
Job enlargement.
Job enlargement, right? So what is job enlargement? What do you mean by job enlargement?
More
Yes.
tasks and duties.
Yes, adding some more tasks and some more duties to the existing duties. So do you think that he will be happy when adding some more task duties? Of course, he is quite senior, 12 years of experience, right? So that he may be happy if some more tasks are added because it may increase his skill variety, right? With that, he get more authority, more responsibility, more authority too, right? So you can make him. Right, so that is the first solution. You have to say, redesign the job. How you are going to redesign? You have to use job enlargement. Besides that, you can use job enrichment. You can give more authority because he is quite senior employee. You can give more authority to plan the job and control the job. And job rotation also another technique you can use. So those are the solutions you can suggest to redesign jobs. Right. There are some more solutions. If the problem is related to performance evaluation, what is the solution? What is the solution? One of the reasons is lack of performance evaluation. Then what is the solution? Yes. Solution is to perform performance evaluation function, not only for this particular job. So evaluate the level of performance of employees of the organization, right? Then make right decisions. So employee movement. So those who deserve promotion give promotion. Those who deserve transfers give transfers, etc. Right? Then training and development. It is very important to perform training and development. So you have to identify training requirements. So if you perform performance evaluation, you can understand who deserve training, what type of trainings are required. You can understand training needs and perform. Finally, you can suggest to establish good grievance settlement process or procedure. So suggest a grievance settlement process or procedure. These are quite big organizations. The organization will be able to afford to this type of process. So if there is anybody who is having a grievance, can present his grievance to this process or procedure. So that these problems can be solved before these problems become aggravated. Okay, so these are the solutions you can suggest. Right, with that, I want to conclude discussing our mini case. If you have any questions, so you can ask now. Any? Yes, anything you did not understand? Okay, your silence says that it is clear. Right, I need a feedback. How did you understand? So that particular analysis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Right.
sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. We are going to discuss this type of cases, many cases, as time permits when we proceed. So next session is on job analysis. Once we complete that session, we will discuss one more case study. Okay. Right. Then at the end, we'll be able to incorporate all these things together. Right. With that, I want to conclude today's session. Thank you very much, students. Thank you very much for your patience, contributions, responses, everything. Okay. Right.
Thank you, sir.
We'll meet once again on next Tuesday. Okay. Right. Then we'll stop. And thank you very much. Good night.